And we are now in Nyack, New York. We are starting a video of my favorite TV show of all time, Ed, about the bowling alley lawyer. Lived in the fictional town of Stuckeyville, young Stuckeyville. Our first stop is going to be the pie shop they always ate at. It's actually called the Runncible Spoon, but they always call it the pie shop. We're going to go down that way here in just a second. We'll maybe grab a little quick something to eat here and a drink, and just come along with us, will you? The Runncible Spoon. Here we are. Let's go have a bite to eat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we're having a little brunch inside of the Runncible Spoon, the pie shop in Ed. She got some kind of croissant sandwich. Hope you can see it there. I got an omelet still on the way, a bacon omelet with cheese. It says coming morning potatoes, so see how that tastes. Have you had a bite of your sandwich yet?
I have not had it.
But this is the Runncible Spoon, known as the pie shop in Ed. Here's the omelet with the morning potatoes, they call them. Put a little hot sauce on it. Looks really good. We'll see how it is. Hello, we have left the Runncible Spoon, the pie shop. Now we are in Pearl River, New York. Our last New York stop, we're at the Ben's Jewelers where Ed bought his engagement ring. So we're going to go out and take a look at that real quick. Won't be here very long. We probably won't go inside. I may go inside, but I'm not going to start filming inside. But I'll just get the outside of the building so you can kind of compare it to the screenshot of the show. Okay, this is the inside of the store, Ben's Jewelers. Just a quick panorama of it. Ben's Jewelers, we get a shot of the outside. I love how this business still plays homage to the TV show. Look at the bottom of the store's right window. It says Ben's Jewelry of Stuckeyville. Here at Mike's house, saying hello to Mike Burton. And I'd like to thank, I'm not going to put it on my camera, I don't want to be, I don't want to thank you for letting me take time in front of your house, and you didn't know you were living in such a famous place there, yeah. But you were, so. Alrighty, there it is. On to the next stop. And we are in Northvale, New Jersey, the home where the Stuckeyville used to be, and it's right behind me where it used to be. You see the apartments there, which is very depressing to me. I don't like that. It makes me very sad. That's where the Stuckeyville used to be. I got a lot of pictures when I was in there back in the day. And here in this empty lot right here used to be a Ace True Value hardware store that we'd park in here and then walk across the lot and go in there and go to the bowling alley when I was here back 20 years ago, when I went through the whole thing and watched them shoot a set. So, but that's where 199 Paris Avenue, that's where the Stuckeyville was. Unfortunately, it is no longer around. Obviously, it is definitely history, so really can't show you much there. This next one I'm going to show you is called Hennessy's. It was kind of the inspiration for the Smiling Goat. That was the name of the bar in the show, when actually the Smiling Goat was attached to the Stuckeyville. Even though they try to make it look like it was separate, it was actually attached. I'm just going to show you the front of Hennessy's that they used to get the inspiration from for the show to create the Smiling Goat. But it's now called Biddy O'Malley's Pub, but it's used to be called Hennessy's. I'm still calling it Biddy O'Malley, or still calling it Hennessy's, but it used to be then, but now it's Biddy O'Malley's. So we'll show you that right here. Pretty nice little place. I ate in there when it was Hennessy's back 20 years ago. Very good food. Right there, Biddy O'Malley's. That's it. And that was inspiration for the Smiling Goat. Said, well, the bowling alley isn't there anymore. It's very depressing. I almost don't even like looking over there because it makes me upset that they did save it for the show. But hey, what are you going to do? I'd love to show you that, because that was the main thing. The main star of the show, other than the actors, was that bowling alley. But again, I'll bring it over there again and show you where it used to stand, which is no more. All right, hope you're enjoying it so far. We got a lot more to go. On to the next one. Okay, we are at Mike's second house in the show here in Northvale. This is on High Street, 511 High Street. We'll show this real quick because I don't know anybody's home or not. You always want to be respectful of people's property. You don't want to just climb on it, get on it. Just get a quick camera and go. This is Mike's second house. That's Mike's second house. I don't like to stand, I don't like to stay too long, or overstay my welcome. On to the next one. These towns, now we're Norwood. All these towns are pretty close. We're going to Carol Vessey's first house in the show, and the next to it is Stuckeyville Stan, the magician in the show. So here's Carol Vessey's first house, and there's Stuckeyville Stan. So that's that. I'll show it again. Stuckeyville Stan, Carol Vessey's first house. See, it's going by pretty quick. On to the next one. Next up, Dennis Martino's house. Played Carol's boyfriend for season 3. Pretty nice house. Quick one again. Now to the next one. Now we're at Carol Vessey's second house here on Russell Avenue. This is that is her second house. That makes it real easy to didn't have to get out of the car. Again, quick and short. But on to the next one. And now this next one, we're at Ed's house in the show. Pretty nice little house here on Central Avenue in Hillsdale. Ed, are you home? I'd like to bowl a couple games. And that is the home of Ed Stevens in Stuckeyville. Again, got a few more stops. Hang in there. We're getting there. Hello, and the next stop here. What town is this again? Westwood? Westwood. Westwood. This is the building where Dr. Burton's office was when in the show. It's like an office building now. I'm not sure what's all in here, but we're just going to do a quick shot of this, and then just got a few more locations. I appreciate you bearing with me, but there's a lot to really see, a lot of little stops. Like a lot of these towns are really close together. You don't have to really go very far. We're going to do a shot of the building. There's where the Mike Burton sign would have been back when it had doctor's offices, but not anymore. There it is.
Friends.
And that's it. At the old Dr. Burton's office. Alright. We're knocking them out here. Weather's nice today, a little warm, but it's beautiful. So, again, as I've been saying all this, we'll see you at the next one. And this stop, it brings us to Ridgewood at the Tuxedo shop where he purchased his tux for the prom. I believe as well as the wedding. I have to go back and look because the show's been out a while, but that was another stop. Again, see you at the next one. Next stop is Richard Vessey's house. Played Carol's father in the show. Just gonna do a quick one there because there's some cars there. Again, like I said, I don't like to be respectful and not interrupt people's stuff. We're gonna show it to you real quick. It's this red one up here, Glen Avenue. Right there. Yeah, I don't want to get too close because there's a lot of cars there. Again, I want to be respectful. So if they're out, that's one thing, but I don't want to go knocking on doors. Hope you enjoyed that one. On to the next one. We're here today at the Stuckeyville High School, which is technically realistically known as the Montclair High School, but it was used in the Stuckeyville High, the Stuckeyville Toreadors. Yeah. What a momentous occasion, right? This is the high school. They had the sign there. They were walking up to the classrooms. All right, on to the next stop. Another brief one. Okay, this is the ball diamond opening scene credits here at Tamaki's Park, where he's driving along in the opening scene credits. All right, that's another stop. All right, we've almost reached the end of our little Ed excursion, if you want to call it. Is that what you'd say?
I guess. Journey, excursion.
Yeah, that's a good word. We are here in the park that they often went to, where the kiss was made, his decision was made. If you haven't seen any of those shows, I'm not going to tell you what I mean by that. You have to wait and see what I mean by that. But they were in this park at the fountain. They sat at these benches. Which particular bench? There's no way I'm going to remember that. There's probably no way anybody will know that. But it was here. You've got the steeple in the background that was in the show. We're going to show all that to you. It is very warm today. It's what you say is 90 degrees. So
94, yeah.
Better than snow and ice, though, I say. But there's nobody out walking hardly. Nobody out sitting around. We're going to show you the scenery. I probably should have watched some of these scenes before I come out here and done this. You know, I don't know. Let's go over check this map out here and see what it says. Doesn't really say much about what it is, but there's a church that you always saw in the show. The steeple going on. I wonder why I'm not really seeing the steeple. There it is. Okay, we got it in the shot. Pretty little park in it. Got a little island going on. I know it's not in the shade, but let's walk that way because I think they were more on the other side than they were down in here. Maybe this plaque here will commemorate the Ed Stevens thing, and it does not. That was put in there well after the show ended. Like the show ended like in 2003, 2004, so a lot of this has probably changed. I'm thinking they're probably going to be at this bench over here because it wasn't really angled out, and you really only kind of saw the steeple and the thing. So I'm guessing it's probably these two benches up here, right in this area. But we got out and walk around, stretch a little bit. Doing a lot of driving on this trip. A lot of weird towns here in New Jersey, the way they're laid out. There's the fountain. We're going to sit at one of these benches and pretend that this is the one that they sat at. You know what I mean? There's a steeple over there. It's a nice view, isn't it?
It is really nice.
Pretty sure this is where the decision was made, and the kiss was in this area. Pretty fountain. Well, I think that'll do it for the park area. Next thing we're going to show you is the downtown, and that's going to be it for the show. Oh, before we let you go here, we was going to show you the Stuckeyville Courthouse in the show that was actually in Nutley, New Jersey, but we was in the middle of the road driving by in traffic. I couldn't pull over, but it is gone. Like again, this is 20 years ago, things remodeled, but there's some kind of athletic field. I don't know if it was a soccer field or football field or something, some kind of artificial turf there, where it just looked completely different there than what I can remember. So sadly I couldn't show you that. That was planned, but that didn't work. So sorry about that. So I'll have to throw a picture. I know I got a picture. I'll throw a picture of what it used to look like before I show you the park here. So. Well, that again, one more stop downtown where the opening credits are done, where he drives around the theater, and then that's it for this town. We'll see you then. All right, now we're downtown Westfield, New Jersey. This is the opening scene credits where Ed comes down the road you see right there. He comes down this road, makes a right turn in front of the Rialto there, and then takes an immediate left turn down that road on the opening credit scene. So that is the opening credits to Ed. So we showed you there's the other side of that chapel that's by the pool, or pool by the pond over there. Pretty nice looking church. All right, that'll do it. That ends our journey here at the Mindowaskin Park, if I said that right, here in Westfield, New Jersey. If you want to come out, check it out. Beautiful park. Downtown there, we just showed you a little bit ago. Right across from the police station, so very safe. So what did you think of your Ed adventure?
It's interesting. Seen a lot of interesting places.
It's interesting here. It's like a road just goes from one town, you drive into another. It's very weird. There's no like separation or distance, but you get used to it, I guess. But again, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoy it. There's more to come. Until then, remember, make it a great day.